What is up, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel and another garage video. Today we are actually gonna get going on that girl right there, the friggin' 2023 Yamaha YFZ450r national build. I don't even know what version we're on. This one might be 3.0. I don't even know, but we're doing another blacked out build. I've been telling you guys this for a while now. Today we're just gonna make a short video kind of prepping the frame and doing the first simple step, installing the stem bearing. That's what we're going to do today. We have all our OEM parts right here. We have some tools we're going to need, and then we're also going to put like all the frame plugs in. We got all those. We have a ton of crap on the floor. We have stuff back there. We have stuff over there. We have a bunch of crap back there. Parts are everywhere. It's time to start getting organized and making some progress on this build. So let's go. All right, guys, so we have our brand new OEM parts here, the OEM bearing, the retainer screw, and then the top seal and the bottom seal. We do have these steel inserts. These are used, they're like new. I am gonna get new ones. I have to order a few more parts, so I'm just gonna put these in temporarily to mock it up. But the first thing I like to do is just put a little bit of grease inside this area. It's just gonna make the bearing going a little easier. Even the threads, I grease it all just so it'll help everything kind of go together smoothly. A little bit of grease in there. All right, then what we're gonna do, we're gonna tap our sealed, this is a sealed bearing, both sides, so you don't have to be too worried about which way it's gonna go in. I like to just put together a bunch of extensions, and then I use a socket that is the size of the bearing, not that one, it's actually this one. It's just a touch smaller than the bearing, and that's how I'm gonna tap it in. These actually go in very, very easy, so you can kind of get it in place with your finger, make sure it's straight. You can do just a light hammer. You don't need a big heavy hammer. It's gonna fall right in. Get your socket in there with your extensions. Be careful not to hit your nice new frame if you are working on a nice new frame like this one. Give you guys a closer look. You can see the threads up top right there. The bearing is fully seated. Now we will work on putting the nut inside. So make sure, guys, you start this by hand. Don't crank it with an impact gun. You gotta be very careful not to cross thread this thing. You can start it by hand, nice and easy. All right, so that is in there. Now we're gonna just tighten it up with a ratchet. Don't use an impact gun on this, guys, because when you got to take this out, if you do got to take it out someday, you don't want this thing to be super, super tight. You can just crank it with your ratchet. Give it a couple good turns, and that is good. All right, next we're going to put the top seal in place. You can start that by hand, push it down as much as you can, make sure it's even, and then I'm just going to finish it with same thing, a larger socket, and just tap it in with my hammer. like that is pretty good. All right guys, this is just something I like to do. You don't have to do it, but the little void in between the bearing and the seal, I just like to pack grease in there. Definitely gonna just extend the life of this bearing, keep the mud and the water out, and kind of just pack it in. Just something I've always done in my builds. I definitely think it helps. Just clean it up a little bit. All right guys, now we're gonna put in the bottom seal right here. Pretty much same deal. You can get it started with your fingers. Just try to push it in as far as you can. This one is a little, actually it's not too bad. I got it in maybe about halfway, and then just finish it off with a hammer and a large socket. Hold it. That looks pretty good. Show you guys a little closer. I know it's kind of dark, but I also put some grease in the void between the bottom of the bearing and the bottom of the seal. I just filled that void up. It's just going to help keep water and mud out of there and make this thing last a hell of a lot longer. All right guys, that is a wrap for today. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. We just got all our bolts that we had in stock that we ordered. We just put everything in place for now loosely. We will go ahead and make another count today and get all the rest of the miscellaneous bolts that we're missing. We do have some stuff for the linkage. We got everything for the linkage. We got everything for the swing arm. All the bearings, the sleeves, everything's there. We do have pretty much everything I need to finish the rear end, the shock, carrier, axle, all that stuff we have. We do need, obviously we need an engine. We got to work on that. We need the front suspension. We need a stabilizer. We need a radiator. We need a fan. We need a good amount of stuff. But we also have a good amount of stuff, so we'll be ordering parts here and there. Obviously once the Can-Am's gone, then we can go ahead and order all the most expensive stuff. But we're going to keep going on this frame. We should be able to get it into a roller pretty quickly. We do have everything for that, so that will be the plan. Get it off the table, get it on the ground. We'll get the last couple of things we need for the stem, then we can install that. I also need a stabilizer. I think I said that, but lots to do. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this build series. I might do a mix between time lapse and real time, so hopefully you guys will enjoy that. But as always guys, thanks for watching. Make sure you give me a thumbs up in this video, drop me a comment, let me know what you think. And if you haven't yet, please subscribe, and we'll see you on the next one. All right, peace.